Welcome to MCR Conversations, powered by the Level Up Lounge podcast.
This is where we hear from the founders, the designers, and the charities behind the runway.
Welcome back to MCR Conversations, powered by the Level Up Lounge podcast, where we bring you stories behind the designers, visionaries, and change makers making an impact through fashion, which is very important, right? Today, we are thrilled to welcome the incredible Liz Skorsis, the founder and creative force behind Liz Skorsis Designs. Known for creating pieces that empower women to feel confident, elegant, and unforgettable, Liz has built the brand that embodies sophistication, style, and presence. With Liz Skorsis Designs making their presence at Milan Fashion Week, but has showcased at New York Fashion Week and stocked in New York. That's incredible. Liz continues to showcase Australian design on the global stage, providing that fashion is not just about what you wear, it's about how you make people feel. Her philosophy is simple yet powerful. Captivate the room, leave a lasting impression, and through every collection, she does exactly that. As a featured designer for My Charity Runway, yay! Liz is combining creativity with purpose, using fashion to support meaningful causes while inspiring others through her journey and vision. Liz, it's an absolute pleasure to have you with us today. Welcome to MCR Conversations, powered by the Level Up Lounge. Welcome to our studio and welcome, Liz.
Oh, thank you very, very much. It's a bit surreal that I'm here talking to you ladies. And I just want to say thank you to Sarah, because it's lovely that our universe has aligned us and we've met. And I'm now on a journey that I have been meaning to take and can finally start.
That's incredible.
Yeah. That's great. See, it's never, journeys can start at when the timing is right.
Yes.
It's not age, it's not you need to do this before a certain time. Tell us a little bit about who Liz is and a little bit about this journey.
Yeah. All right. Well, I grew up surrounded by fabric. I have family in the fashion industry, so manufacturing industry. I loved going to their factory in Melbourne. I would just roll around the fabrics. I loved watching family lay up fabric on the table. So I feel like it did stem from the love of fabric itself. Then I just loved it so much. It was just a journey that I followed through high school, studied fashion, and I did specialise in couture and bridal wear.
I love that.
Wow.
I did. That was my specialty. My first job was doing pattern making for Crochet Colosimo down Sydney Road in Melbourne.
Incredible.
And it was quite surreal then as well, because I was still studying, but I was doing the patterns. So behind the scenes, I wasn't in the front space meeting the brides. I was doing the technical.
Wow.
Which is the most important.
It is.
Because if that's not done
So
right,
they've
the
got to
outfit
fit
doesn't look
right.
good.
These brides have to have their
Perfect.
their dresses fitting right. And
Yeah.
I was there as a 20-year-old doing, the patterns.
That's incredible.
And cutting out the fabrics for these brides. So that was for a couple of years. Then I worked in the industry for a couple of different design houses. And that's where, along with having family in the manufacturing industry, that's where my love grew even more for Australian made. That was a big thing for me. That's definitely a brand value. I love supporting the Australian fashion, not fashion, the Australian manufacturing industry. And I guess that's where it stemmed with, because I did work for Scanlan and Theodore. And I did. I was
One of my
part
favourite
their
brands.
I was part of their production team, and they wanted the impossible made possible. So what I had to perform for them just, I think, has built the way I form my brand
That's
today.
a good thing. It's helped form you as
It's
a
helped.
designer.
Yes. So the attention to detail, the fabrics that I use, it's really stemmed from seeing that luxury brand and what they do behind the scenes. So that's where that stemmed. And then I took time out to have a family, but it was a burning desire to start my own brand. And then when the timing was right, all the right doors opened up for me, which was Fantastic. Launched in October 2024, and by February 25, so what's that, 4 months? Not even 3 months later, I was at New York Fashion Week showcasing my
Incredible.
collection.
Incredible.
Congratulations.
And you have it stocked in New York.
I do have it stocked
Little
in
birdie
New
told me.
York.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so originally it was in a store in called Flying Solo. That's on Broome Street in Soho, New York. That was from last August. And now I've just recently moved my collection from there to a store called Doors, New York.
Wow.
And they are
like a
a
boutique
beautiful
style.
boutique store. They're quite smaller than Flying Solo, but they're doing really well. So let's just say their customers are really liking my brand.
Oh, I love
incredible.
that. What an incredible, like to be stocked in a boutique.
Yeah.
Because boutiques are where you go to get, not so much elegant, but unique pieces.
Yes.
Things that aren't, mass produced and made with love.
That's correct. So I don't mass produce. Melbourne Made is more for exclusive brand.
I love that.
Yeah, that is
love that.
incredible. Tell us a little bit about Milan Fashion Week.
Okay, so Milan Fashion Week, I wasn't showcased at Milan Fashion Week. Not yet, guys. That could be coming up.
Could be soon. It could be soon.
I'm definitely in talks with a company that do Milan Fashion Week. However, I've got influencers that wear my brand over
Okay, so
there.
you're
That's
still part of it.
incredible.
Yeah,
So they're
that's great.
attending. They attend different shows
Yeah.
over in Milan Fashion Week and just on a general basis.
Well, that's what's
So
similar
some
to what Steph and
influences.
I do for Australian Fashion Week as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible. Well, hopefully we'll be wearing your pieces one day.
I
at
hope so.
Milan, Paris,
Soon.
New York.
Well, I'm eyeing off this suit already.
Yeah,
like,
she's talking to me.
I'm
and
ready to
like,
jump online and get it.
I'm like, I wonder if we can make this suit in a red check. How nice would that be? With a hat.
I would love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know the only thing with the way I can make or produce, it comes from the fabric first.
Of course.
So it always depends on the fabric that I can find. And I only buy dead stock fabric, which means items actually can't be repeated.
Oh, I love
Wow.
that.
And that's very
Once
sustainable too.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is that sustainability side.
Yeah.
And there's that ethical side because it's made ethically
Yeah.
in Australia by an ethically accredited manufacturer.
I love that. Now, with your journey with, let's go back to fabrics.
Sure.
So I've grown up, with my mum being loves fashion and loves fabric and always loves to custom make things. And I remember going to fabric stores as a young kid and just, even to now, I'll stop and just look at it. It's so much fun, right? So when you go in there, where do you start? So where does your vision and go in? Because it's very overwhelming. There's rolls and rolls of different fabrics, colors, finishes. How do you sort of, bring your inspiration to, or do you choose the fabric and go, I love this fabric, and then choose the design? How do you sort of work your way around that?
It's definitely fabric first. It's like fabric actually speaks to me. It's interesting because I would walk into a fabric store and I feel like there'd be certain fabrics that I would just not even look at. It's interesting. Like I would just walk straight
That's it.
past
No
them. Just walk straight
interest.
past them. I can't really explain how it works, but I have so much attention to detail. I would notice so many things. So when something catches my eye,
That's it.
it catches my eye. And then from there, it would be on how it feels. So I would sit there and I would talk to, the sales rep that's helping me. I would sit there and talk to them, but I'd be feeling the fabric. My hands would be constantly feeling, and I'd be talking, having a conversation, and I'd be holding the fabric up like this
That's incredible.
and feeling it. And then it's just the driving factor. You just look at that, feel it, and then automatically I'll be like, oh my God, jacket, cropped.
Like
fitted.
incredible.
Let's
Yeah.
do it's got structure. Let's do a stand collar. Or
Do you go down to Saigon Fabrics?
Saigon fabric
Saigon? The big one down in the city?
in Melbourne?
In Sydney? Or maybe you do
I'm
Melbourne.
Melbourne-based.
Oh
Melbourne.
my
No,
God.
I do more.
That store is like a...
Yeah. No,
Oh.
maybe I'll need to look into it.
maybe not.
However,
It's
no.
expensive. Stay in Melbourne.
So there is a beautiful store called Tessuti Max in Melbourne, but I only use them if I'm doing custom pieces.
Right.
However, I do buy my fabrics from a company that buy dead stock only,
Wow.
which means it's
That's
restricted.
incredible.
I love that though. I
Yeah.
actually love that.
Yeah.
It takes it back to do good because
Yeah.
you're doing good for
Yeah.
the environment, for the sustainability, and then you're making women feel good.
It's a nice
Yeah.
combination, isn't
It
it?
is. It is. It's everything's like related without even. But is there a fabric that you sort of like with me? I love lace,
Do I?
leather, lace. So is there something that you like? That's your signature look. Like if you look at it and go, that's a Liz design.
I would say right now it's checks.
Oh, wow.
I'm definitely a check. I just am very driven to checks, and some of the
and
custom
it
men's
suits you.
some of the custom men's pieces I've done are checks as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I love how it accentuates your
Mm.
body. Like you've got it in like cinched at the waist, and then you've just got beautiful sleeves that come down a little bit. Like I've noticed the details.
Yeah, I've noticed. I'm very
Yeah.
attracted to.
Yeah, I think it's
not
incredible.
fancy. See how this is like?
Yeah.
It just sits so.
It's beautiful.
And that comes down to the fabric choice. as
Okay.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
that comes
Love
down.
that.
Very
Even
important.
The buttons, they're one off. You actually can't get them made again, which is
Wow.
great. Yeah. Unless you, I guess you can if you really wanted to, but they were the last bit of those as well. So they're not being.
I love
can't
that. I
remake
love that.
those.
And so you do men's as well?
So men's is more of a custom order base at the moment. But I did have it was quite a thing when I went to New York for Fashion Week last year in February. I had a lot of men just approach me and just say, do you do menswear? Do you do menswear? So I was like, okay, I think I have to look into menswear.
Yeah.
It was definitely on the cards as the brand expands, but it's just not for right now.
Yeah.
And that's where the custom pieces come
I
in.
think it is where the future is going to. A lot of men are looking after themselves now. A lot of men care about their appearance. And so they want to look good too. And why should they only have all black in their wardrobe? Do you know what I mean? They should have colours and checks and look just as good as we do.
So I can assure you the ones that I do are in checks.
That's
And not
incredible.
I've actually had red, believe it or not. Yeah. Custom men's jacket was a red check.
Yep.
And then a bit of a red block fabric as well. And it looked amazing.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
I
that's
think
That's your colour.
that's her colour.
That's
her colour.
who did I see? Which celebrity? Usher.
Oh, yeah.
See Usher in the red suits. Check.
Wow, his skin would look so nice against.
Oh
that
yeah, I was
red.
melting.
Yeah.
Definitely, just melting. Looked incredible, and the fact that you are like, I'm gonna put to put a guy number one in red is not very commonly seen. Let alone red check, like incredible. It
looks
just shows that you think outside the outside the box.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Slowly, people are grasping to it too. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I did actually walk into, just slightly off topic, I walked into Zara the other day. We were looking for an outfit for my daughter. And I noticed all the checks and I'm like, oh, what's going on here?
they're back in
I've
now.
done that.
Yeah,
I'm,
you started
I'm done.
that.
So that was a nice
I
feeling.
love that.
Yeah.
I was going to
It was a
get rid
nice
of a lot of my check blazers, sort of similar to what Sarah's wearing. I got a few check ones. I'm thinking, oh, they're probably. And then I seen you last night. I'm like, they ain't going nowhere.
No.
Yeah.
Keep
And I
them, the
keep them.
check
They
blazers.
just
Keep
hold
them.
on to
See,
you.
you've inspired. Next time you send me my check blazer,
Fantastic. I can't wait.
I'm like inspired by you until we can, get a beautiful suit made by you. A nice outfit.
Yes.
Oh,
Lovely outfit.
thanks again for coming to the MCR conversation, Liz. Thanks for your beautiful words right in the beginning. I've just observed for the first 10 minutes of the podcast, what I saw was passion in what you do. Every designer comes to the podcast with different stories, past lives, before they actually step into fashion and bring up their own label. And the starting point of fabric really stood out because people underestimate the fabric and the effect of the fabric actually has with them. This is the intimate language between your skin and what you're wearing. Even if you have the most glamorous outfit, if it doesn't feel right and you can't move your arms, you're not feeling yourself.
No.
100%
It
agree.
makes
with
you
that.
uncomfortable.
And having that technical background and coming from the background of fabric, knowing how important that it is to you, you can bring glamour and add practicality to what you do. One of the things that really stood out when I started speaking with Liz, because you have to check out the Instagram pages.
Of course.
I look at her outfits. I know she's corporate, but I know that she's the edgy corporate girl who does not want to be ordinary.
Yes.
It's the glamour in
Well said.
corporate
Well said.
is what you see. So can you just give us an idea about how that past corporate life kind of inspired you for the style that you've got now?
Okay. So I got a job in corporate just after I'd had my first daughter. And I went in like my first day or even my interview, I think, and I was all dressed up. And it was from clothes that I'd bought from a European trip. And I do love buying over in Europe. And I do notice that this is just something that I think it's just inbuilt in me. I will go for jackets. Anytime I go shopping, even though I'm in Europe in summer, I will go for jackets. So I had a nice collection of jackets that I could wear. So I walk into this office and I'm the only one really dressed up. And it threw me a little bit. It was a bit, why is no one dressed up? Anyway, I just went in, did me. And then following on from that, I successfully received the role. And then following on from that, I would go into the office, but I promised myself that I wasn't going to change who I was and go casual. I would dress up every day.
You refused to conform.
I refused because I wanted to feel good going into that office. I was leaving my house and I didn't want to wear what I wear at home out because to me, I'm like, I would then bring my home relaxed attitude, which is not a bad thing. But, when you're at home, sometimes you're lazy. Sometimes you don't.
Yep. So you
You're
dress
just
to how you wanna achieve things.
Coming to work, I need to make sure I'm switched on, I'm performing, I'm getting my tasks done. So I'm like, I need to dress up because then that's going to put me in that mood to go and do my job and do it well.
Yeah.
That's how I personally felt. So I would get up every morning, get dressed up, and heels are mandatory.
Amen.
All of a sudden, you've picked yourself up. And that just changes. I feel heels change your posture completely.
Yeah, they really
All of a
do.
sudden,
Makes
if you
feel
need to stand,
slimmer, taller, and much more confident. It brings out your confidence.
it does.
It does.
And then it just changes everything. So for me, heels, regardless of how sore my feet were at the end of the day,
I felt that last night. Definitely.
heels were mandatory. And then slowly, my colleagues would come up to me and go, Liz, we're impressed. You've been here for 6 months and not once have you come casually, even though the rest of the office is casual. And that just kind of makes me feel good because I'm being true to me.
Yep.
And I'm being true to myself.
Yeah.
So I did question, kind of, do I change who I am? But then I was just, no, let's be strong and continue. But seeing everyone being so casual, I just feel like it's nice for women to get, and men, just to get dressed up because I feel like it'll just bring a different vibe to your everyday life. Anyway, that's just how it just, and then with the professional, because then I would have some CEOs actually come up to me and they would comment on what I'd be wearing. And then they would be like, we'd love to see more women wearing corporate wear, but with a bit of edge as well. So there was a bit of a conversation around that because my stuff was a little bit on like edgy. I'd always be in colour.
That's great.
So
Because you're lifting people's moods,
Yes.
especially in an office environment. You really want to be lifted. You don't want to be all grim and
You are. You're in an office space, right?
yeah,
Like
exactly.
you're in front of a screen all
Yep.
day. So
And I love how you said about this is how I'm going to present at work. This is who I am because this should speak for me before I even speak in the boardroom. And we loved that you stood by your value and your taste. And did that have an effect in the workplace that you stayed in? Or what is the statement that you want to put out there for people wearing your pieces?
Oh, it's a statement. I want people who obviously resonate with my pieces because not everyone is going to resonate with them. So
Personal.
if you, it's definitely a personal preference. But if you're wanting pieces that obviously are internally speaking to you, then to not be scared to show that. Because I have women that come to me and love it, go, I wish I could. But then it's like they just have this fear of what someone else would think of them wearing that, Maybe they go casually every day. And so for them to all of a sudden turn up to work dressed up, that everyone will look at them and go, oh, why are you dressed up today? know what I mean? That's what I find. And that's the conversations that I have with a lot of women. And I wish, I don't know how I would do it, but I just wish women would just be true to themselves, because I feel like that's when
This
they
is
would
the
just
movement, isn't it?
shine. You just want them to feel
100%.
internally,
Yeah.
you know, just internally. If that's what you want to wear and it makes you feel good,
Yeah.
just like wear it. Find something within yourself just to push past.
I
that
agree.
stuff.
Where
I
is the
agree.
fear? Where is the fear, do you think, in women that's stopping them from taking actions? And how do you want to change that conversation through your design?
Oh God, that's a. I just feel like the fear is being judged. I do.
I agree with you. Or lack of
I do too.
confidence.
I do.
Yeah.
Could be lots of factors. But
And also, I think culture, office culture, and cultural culture as well. When you're allowed, not allowed, or in the office, people might feel that they're going to be taken differently if they're dressed a certain way. So they tend to just do what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
And in general, Australian culture is very relaxed and casual.
Yeah.
So I think office culture, you know, I personally, if I did work in an office, I'd be dressed to the max
Yeah.
every day. And I've got, most of us actually have this thing in our head where I'd rather arrive overdressed than underdressed.
Yes.
I think you're absolutely spot on. I absolutely agree about being judged, you know, but in the corporate world that I think a lot of people are worried about being judged by wearing glamorously is because they value the appearance over the substance.
Okay.
So if you overdressed and, that is that pretty girl in the office who turned up, and they worried that by overdressing myself that I might be judged, that that's all I've got. I got where I am because I dressed up. And it's not so much about my substance. So that's just one point of view.
So do you think it could be their fear of being not judged, but intimidated? So if they dress well and they walk into that office dressing well, that people are going to be intimidated by him?
I wonder
Like,
whether they worry
yeah.
they want to be
valued for their worth.
misunderstood.
Not valued for their knowledge and what they can bring.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what, when I saw your pieces, and personally, I felt like, okay, this is corporate and that's something I can wear to work. I will stand out, but I am still who I am. And I'm that girl who just wants a little bit extra, that I just go a little bit extra to do my work better. And that's how I feel. How I feel when I saw your design, and that ethical luxury and that branding really resonated with me, of the ethical side of it, as you just articulated. So is there any element of work culture that you would like to see change by having your pieces out there?
Oh, what culture?
Yeah, like would you do a line for, you know, for office culture or for combining style with corporate?
Oh, I would love to.
Like
I'd love to start a
Qantas,
conversation.
Virgin.
Oh, yes, Qantas.
I can just imagine, like, you know, or whatever, like one of the corporate.
I would absolutely love to listen to their
I mean,
values.
the officers,
but
not the airlines.
Yeah,
like,
I know the
so not
officers.
the what do you call them? Not the
Flight
ladies.
attendants.
Yes, no,
Yeah,
I mean,
not-
like in the
not-
office.
not the flight
Yeah.
staff. But yeah, it would be fantastic to, well, you know, I'd love to obviously see what they would be wearing and then somehow to elevate it. And just it then would be aligned with everyone in the office, right? So then everyone would, there wouldn't be any, you know, you wouldn't look at anyone different because you're all kind of elevating
alliance.
yourselves, right? Everyone's kind of elevating their day looks.
I'm just thinking, you could probably add like style sessions to corporate offices. Can you imagine a beautiful team bonding? You know, where the team come in and then you get styled by Liz.
Well, Chantel, that is what My Charity Runway is for.
That's right.
That first team bonding and to look at all the fashions and get inspiration.
Exactly. I can't wait for everyone to come and see your designs on August 28th.
So tell us, what do we expect on the runway of your collection and your design?
Yeah, so I'm definitely heavy in design mode at the moment. I did go and source some fabrics last week. Yeah, did source some fabrics. So I do want to showcase some of my original collection because those pieces definitely mean a lot to me.
I love that.
Especially from a starting perspective. They're very true to my brand, very true to speaking about the presence. Women
And
having
they're timeless
presence.
design.
And they're absolutely they come from a classical look, and I've just made them in fabrics that just give that little bit of a presence to them. So you're definitely still going to see very much the Liz Skorsis name. The aesthetic will definitely not change. But there is a slight little bit of elegance that I want, a different side of elegance.
Wow.
But
I'm
still
excited.
in
I'm so
On My Charity
excited.
Runway.
yeah, a couple of first little off pieces that I'm actually really excited about.
Can you tell us or our viewers any like little, just like a little sneak peek? Because I'm excited. Like I want to see. Like,
I think that's probably tied to the charitable causes as well. That Liz got quite a few causes that she's quite passionate about. Some of them it's about, stand up in bullying in the workplace. Some of them it's about, ultimately it's about empowering women in every aspect with their mental health, physical health, and etc. So such a kind soul with so many passionate causes. So I would only imagine some of your designs or collections will be tied to those causes.
Yeah, well, definitely. I'm looking forward to actually selecting a charity as well. So there's so many that resonate for different reasons. It definitely does stem from, yes, I'm a mature female, but I've got daughters. So, and I feel like as much as we are the future, our children are the future.
Yeah.
So it definitely has to be a charity that can spread across not just mature women, but it has to be from a young age as well. So definitely
love
looking into
that.
a charity that's kind of across the board with an age group, not a selective age group as well. For
Is there anything you have in mind? We know you haven't selected, but like
selected.
Sarah spoke about office bullying, but in general, is there anything else that you're passionate about? Even if you don't get to select them as such, but because it's going to be a hard choice for you, I can imagine. But something that you're passionate about, and
I do want to share the love through many. And I'd like to eventually get to a stage where I can absolutely share it through many. That would be a really beautiful.
There'll be more than one shows. This is the inaugural show.
this is the first.
This is a start.
There's going to be many down the track.
Beautiful, beautiful to be able to help many, because there would be so many that would be aligned with the brand. I was very touched by, was it Joel?
Yes.
Or Joe?
Joe from Cervical Cancer Foundation.
Yeah, I was very touched by Joe's speech last night. Made me think a little bit differently because it wasn't one that I was considering. I have definitely supported. I went through 4 years of supporting breast cancer. That was something because I was personally affected by someone who'd passed away from breast cancer.
Sorry to hear that.
So sorry. Not an immediate family member, but still someone that I was close growing up with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a charity that I supported just on my own. Just signed up and said I want to support that. Had nothing to do with the brand because I didn't have the brand then. But cervical cancer did definitely strike because I have girls.
That's it.
There's so many females. My mum, me, my friends, my sisters.
We didn't know about it when I was growing up at school.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we went and had the jab, but did we know what we were getting done? We were only doing that because we were told to do it, not to get in trouble from the principal or from the teachers. But so now that we have so much awareness and that you're able to bring awareness through your brand and through an amazing runway show is incredible. So your daughters won't be doing it just based off mum said I have to do it or the teacher said 2:00 in the nurse's office and you're just there going, okay, it's more, long-term impact.
Yeah, and the opportunity to eliminate cervical cancer in the future.
We're almost there, aren't we? Joe's mentioned.
Incredible.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Incredible. But I mean, we look forward to hearing what your final decision is with regards to your charity. But, you know, whichever one you do decide, you can do another one, God willing, in the next runway.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah, there's always...
I'd like to continue with one and then add another one.
That would be
That
amazing.
would be what I would like.
Yeah. Do you have, what would you say to someone who is considering buying a ticket to My Charity Runway?
Well, first of all, you're going to come and be surrounded by beautiful people.
Amen.
The reason behind it just should hold value within you. So you're going to come and you're going to be a part of just something new within the Australian industry, combining fashion and purpose. So I couldn't think of anything more powerful, to be honest. We all wear clothes. We all have to dress in something. And if you can come and see brands that are passionate about supporting different charities for different reasons, and there'd be different reasons that resonate with so many people, and the ability to understand that background of the designer, for you to come see the beautiful collections that are, I guess, designed for that purpose. You would come and see beautiful pieces. You would have a beautiful night, and you would be able to support some beautiful charities.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be a fun night.
Yeah.
Forget the boring stuff that you get dragged to and you got to sit there and hear hours of speeches. This is going to be
Fun.
an incredible night.
a memorable night.
Memorable
One
night.
that you would absolutely remember, and one that is the start of a beautiful journey into combining passion and purpose.
And
So
we felt a little bit of that last night.
We did.
We all came away from that feeling empowered, feeling warm, and have met so many new people. And we're all on have the same values. So it's great.
It was. I got to know you a little bit. So Liz behind the brand, not the brand itself. So it was a lovely
Absolutely.
Lovely
So I
evening.
think coming to My Charity Runway is where you can really witness firsthand the power of fashion,
Yeah.
the power of spotlight, and you will come here, have a great night, and you will see the spotlight. You will have the immersive experience, but for a very important message. And that is sustainable. And we invite you to be part of the runway, part of our mission, where we dress for a future we want to see. Thank you so much, Liz.
Yeah, Liz.
And for the host.
Yeah, no, of course. We thank you guys for your time. If you could leave our viewers.
We want to hear
We've
from
asked
you.
you this again. We've asked you this. And now a bit more of a polished. If you want to leave any inspiring young woman or man out there who wants to become a fashion designer, who doesn't want to give up, or what are your 3 words of wisdom? 3.
No pressure.
No pressure.
3 words of wisdom.
Yeah, to inspire someone.
Yeah. So the first one's going to be 2. Clear vision. Get clear on your vision. Stay strong with your vision. Yeah. I'm going to
Stay true to yourself,
stay
in other words.
true to your
yourself,
vision.
yes.
True to yourself, true to your vision. Because there would be many people that will try and veer you differently. And just to step on that, your vision is only what you see. No one else knows it. So that's why you've got to stick true to it. And
then what do you do with that?
yeah, don't let anything get in your way.
Love that. Yeah,
be
stay
sidetracked.
determined.
Yeah.
Stay determined. And I'm
Stay
assuming you've got a good support system too.
I have a fantastic support system.
That's
I
really
really
important.
do. I really do. And that's been that's been fundamental.
Yeah.
Fundamental.
Amazing.
Me being able to.
Yeah. I mean, we've loved getting to know you and chat further. And we're so excited to see these designs at My Charity Runway, August 28th. And Sarah, thank you again for joining.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, for having us. And yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having
Incredible.
us.
Thank you.
And me. Thank you.
Thank
See you on the 28th.
See you on the
of
28th.
August.
Thank you.
Thank you.